Hello guys, welcome to another one of my streams. So, I've been gaming a bit, I managed to get all 13s done and almost all the 14s. So we're only missing some of them, we got Cinder Brew Meadery, Priority of the Sacred Flame, and Workshop. So two of these are like considered, I think, the hardest ones to do in Meadery and Priori. I don't like those two keys personally. I think there's just too many casters and stuff that just randomly hits you and hurts a lot. And Workshop should be chill if we can get into one of those. Our score currently is good enough that we can actually get into the 14s that we're missing. So we're going to try to do that at first. And I'm also going to be talking about some new tech I've been finding out, replacing some talents that are going to help you guys to get higher uptimes on your Divine Hammers, because I've heard on the comments a lot that you guys are struggling to keep the Divine Hammers going, and I'm going to help you guys with that. There's also going to be an individual video about that tomorrow, going more in depth on how you can keep your Divine Hammers going, But for now, I'll give you some text here in the stream. Hey Emil, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. So let's talk about the tech that I'm using. So a lot of people ask me, what do I think of Searing Light? And yes, it's a good talent. It gives you like raw 1.8% DPS from the Searing talent itself, and like around 1% extra damage from the consecration that it leaves behind. Now, the damage from the consecration is not always reliable because tanks move around, and I thought there must be something better that we can do. And I found that Empyrean Legacy is actually a great way to spend that talent point instead, because they remove the internal cooldown of Divine Hammer. So any spender that you use is going to give you an extension of it, And Empyrean Legacy actually counts as 2 spenders. So whenever you use this, you're getting 1.5 seconds twice. So you get 3 seconds of extra extension of your Divine Hammers, So that paired with the extra procs of, Hammer of Light, whenever you get 50 stacks of Light Deliverance, should keep you up permanently, at least in AoE situations for your Divine Hammers. And Empyrean Legacy also helps a lot in keeping it up in single target situations, because we don't have the reliance on Empyrean power procs. Also, this works really well with Final Reckoning, because it's it's 2 spenders in one, and this thing buffs both of them. It buffs the Final Verdict that you throw by 30% and the Divine Storm that is buffed by 15%. On top of, Empyrean Legacy also has a pretty decent buff to your Divine Storm. It's 25% increased effectiveness compared, for example, to 15 from Empyrean Power. So just a really good thing to have in mind. I've been playing this on all the 14s I've been doing, and I've been mostly topping the charts. It's hard to top against sometimes unholy DKs, but we've been trying, So yeah, that's the tech that I wanted to talk about. I'll go more in depth on other things that you can do, to keep your Divine Hammers going on the future video. Okay, let's pick some keys, let's try to get into something. Find a group, and a Priority, Cinder Brew, and Workshop. Let's see if there's some 14s going around. Okay, there's not many, but let's try to get into some of these. Okay, those are the 2 that I can get in. I would get into this one as well, but normally other reds don't like to have double reds in their keys. They kind of cannibalize our damage between each other. Also, you want a bit more of a class diversity in your keys, just to get extra buffs and stuff. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with Resilient keys. I don't know you guys, but I think Resilient keys have been one of the best things that they add in the game. Because even though let's say I get a 14, I fail the 14, I can get the 13 up really, really easily. And also I can give the chance to other people to get their keys up, because I have no risk, My 13s have 0 risk, so I can literally just randomize the people that I get into my 13, and maybe they get some score too, And it's really fun to play that way, because in previous seasons it was horrible that you, let's say, downgraded your key, and then something bad happened in the next one, and it downgraded again, and suddenly your 14 became a 10, and it was a dead key because you were going to waste a lot of time to get that thing back up to something pushable. But Resilient keys, really good, really, really good addition. I think it's the closest that we're ever gonna be to being able to, not pick the level of key that we have, but be close to that. Because I think picking the level, while it sounds good, it's going to promote probably a toxic gameplay loop, you know? If something goes a little bad, people are just gonna reset the key. It's gonna be kind of annoying. We're not getting into anything. You gotta wait a bit sometimes, you know. If not, we're just gonna do my Theorycrafting 13. Should be a pretty chill key. Also, I've noticed that a lot of other red paladins are preferring to use Final Reckoning for most of the keys. I think the only keys that you run Execution Sentence now are the like very single targety keys. So let's check. Where are the keys? Mythic plus Dungeon. So I think the only places where you should run Execution Sentence are Theater of Pain and Workshop. Every other key, I think it's better to run... oh no, actually Rookery is also good for Execution Sentence. Every other key is better with Final Reckoning. And Rookery is especially good because of the extra damage that the last boss takes, you know, from extra from the vulnerability phase. Every other key, I think it's a Final Reckoning key, and it's just better to take that. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about my vault. I forgot to do the vault video this week. I got a weapon. Yes, that was a huge upgrade. Literally 4% extra damage just by having this thing. And I'm very happy it's like this stats, you know? Because of my gear, it's really good stats for me. Oh, thanks, Barrett. Yeah, I'm here early today. I want to do streams a bit early. Sometimes I do them late night, and I'm trying to do them early now. Nice, you were here when I reached 3K. I'm happy we got it on stream, you know, because I do a lot of stuff off stream, you know. Last week I was 3K, now I'm 31, 36. Man, no invites. There must be some like really high O people running around. Sometimes it's hard to get invites because there's like people that are missing like one key, or they're, you know, all 14s. They're obviously gonna take them instead of us. They have a little bit higher score. Also, red is not a meta spec. We are a popular spec. People have to differentiate that. Retribution Paladin is not a meta spec. We're A+, but we're not S. You know, like the Exodia comp that people are talking about. Unholy DK, Boomy, Mage, and Demon Hunter Tank, and Priest Healer, you know. Those are the true metas. We're just very popular. Yeah, we're done. Thanks, man. Okay, if I go, let's put a timer. If I don't get into a key in like, let's say 10 minutes, no, not 10 minutes, too much. Let's say 5 minutes, you know, 5 minutes, maybe even 3. I'll just do my own. TOP should be an easy push, although that last boss is tricky. Some people like get cold feet, just get pushed by the balls or the laser. Sometimes even that happens to me. I try to always have my bubble for that last boss. So if something happens, I just have a get out of jail free card there. Yeah, there's just so many of us. We have, I think, a 13% popularity across Mythic Keystones, you know, from 2 to 17 or something like that. So we're pretty popular. At least we start dropping off, I think, at around 14s, you know. That's the point where people are just shifting towards the meta, and Red Paladin popularity drops. But until then, like there's a lot of us. Let's keep queuing. Let's keep queuing. Someone will get us. Oh yeah, I was talking about the Vault. I got this weapon. Pretty good. 4% DPS increase, as I said before. As for my stats, don't really look at the stats that I have currently. I do have to do some shenanigans with the ring normally, like take it off, put all my buffs, then put on the ring to get my real stats before a key. Because, you know, we're using the Windsinger stone that gives you the higher secondary stats. So I try to manipulate my stats to make it give me some, like, haste. Because that's what I'm lacking here at the moment. So my stats currently don't mean anything. Oh yeah, the builds that I'm going to be using today, you can find them in the description of the stream as well. With the change to the Empyrean Hammer instead of Empyrean Legacy instead of CYEAN Light. Nice, we got an invite. Let's see who's in the group. We got a Druid, an Outlaw Rogue. That means that they're probably either gonna kick us or get a Shami healer because they don't have Lust. Where's this key? It is a workshop. Okay. Okay, they got a Shami. Okay, we're safe. We're not getting kicked. Oh, and we got a tank. Blood Death Knight. Pretty good. Let's go workshop. That was before the 3 minutes. Nice. Didn't have to wait too much to get into one. We're at that sweet spot, you know, where our score is good enough to get invites to the keys that we're missing. But once we hit all 14s, we're gonna be again just doing our own key until we get like 4 or 5 done. Hopefully we can get all 15s done. Not all 15s, but maybe some 15s done until the reset. So we keep like ahead of the curve. Because if you like get behind it, it's kind of hard to push your key. I mean, I know. You get put with the players that like don't really want to push too much, you know. Not the best players. So it's kind of hard to push your keystone if you get thrown behind. Okay, I'm just gonna go in. I think everyone has portals. Or no? Ah, they have. Let's go. Oh, I gotta repair. The only thing I repair these days is my weapon, because I can repair for free everything else, because I'm blacksmith. So I'll just repair inside. Hey Rashid, what's up, man? Doing stream early today, trying to get some score. So let's repair manually. Okay. Yeah, let's just put everything to max. And then I'm gonna show you guys how I manipulate my stats from my dumb ring. I really want to get an extra mythic ring so I can stop using the Circes. I don't like that thing. I have to like remove the ring and put the buffs. Haste, food buff. Then I have to put back the ring, and it should give me my stats. Yeah, that's my correct stats. I've been playing around also with other builds, you know, with this one, for example, with the Badge of Ferocity. This is really good in places where there's a lot of mobs and you know you're gonna use your 1 minute cooldowns on like those packs specifically. It's better with a coordinated group, you know, because you don't have the continuous extra mastery from your other trinket, you know, from this thing, because the others are not on use. This thing has higher uptime, you know. The badge has like 22% uptime. This thing has like 46 or something like that, but it's random. So the other one you can control, this one you know. And sometimes controlling your extra damage is better because of multiplicative damage reasons. Yeah, Rashid, most paladins are actually trending to go more Final Reckoning than Execution Sentence. It kind of was like, you could tell, you know, because it was a season that our tier set is focused on your, you know, what you call it, spenders, and Final Reckoning buff spenders. And after the buff to Final Reckoning, yeah, spenders are important, and that buffs them by a lot. At least that's the trend I was taking from Archon. You know, like 80% of paladins or something like that were trending to Final Reckoning. And it makes sense because there's only like 3 dungeons that I would recommend taking Execution Sentence, you know, Workshop, Theater, and Rookery. I should actually change that. Let's swap it. Yeah, you gotta get a lot of haste. Like, haste makes the rotation so much fluid. It's mostly because you drop your global cooldown so you can spam your stuff faster. What are they gonna do here? Okay, let's drop the music. So let's focus on the key. Okay, they're talking about skipping some stuff. Hug right. 3 packs chain into the left. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna do 3 into 1 here, so it's gonna be chill. We don't really have too many stops. We don't have a Demon Hunter tank to do the sigil thing, so we have to like just we only have our stun and our kick here to stop the bombs, because blind doesn't affect mechanical units. That's very dumb. Ruabed, yeah, that's too low, man. Like 7%? Oh, that's super, super low. Should be around like 25 to 28% should be a decent place to be. But obviously, do your own simulations. It's gonna tell you according to the gear you have. If you don't want to do like full dungeon simulations for Mythic Plus, you can do like Dungeon Slice. It's going to give you a decent idea. Close enough. Yeah, Rashid, I think it's better to just do a sim and just try to stick to that, maybe. Because, you know, the difference between crit and mastery is in which your Empyrean hammers do more splash damage with more crit, you know, but with more mastery, the base damage of the hammers is higher. So whenever they crit, they also do more damage. So just to make sure, I think, listen to the simulation and try to do a full dungeon sim, you know. Those are pretty accurate if you can. If you don't, just dungeon sim. Yeah. I think it's better to strike a balance. I think 30%, close to 30% critical strike, with like 42 to 44 mastery is pretty good. And anything above 25% haste, just to make rotation fluid. Okay, let's do this. I think he said like the 3 packs to the right and then left here, something like that. This is also first key of the day, so my hand is kind of slow. Oh, someone stunned that bomb. That's not good. I'll keep that bomb. Very nice. Keep our hammers going. Nice, we can keep them. Keep that bomb. Very nice, very nice. We could keep our hammers for the whole run pull, like the 2 pulls. That's value. Sometimes you want to use your wake up ashes before your execution sentence if it's an AoE situation, so you can preserve your divine hammers. Yeah, PvP trinket is actually pretty good, especially with Final Reckoning, because you have like a bunch of 1-minute cooldowns. So it becomes really, really strong, guys. So most keys where I use Final Reckoning, I'm trending to go 1-minute trinket PvP 1. And for keys like execution sentence, I trend to do more on the like passive trinket option. Very nice. We have a lot of time for our divine hammers. There's a bomb appearing in front of us. Not good. Get away from me, get away from me. Oh. Am I alive? I'm alive. Okay, we lost our hammer because of that. Unfortunate. But we'll have them back here. I hate when the tear set procs. Okay, now we got we're alive. That rogue has to like stop being close to us. He's like screwing us really badly. The thing has a plating, so not ideal. Let's get to the wall so we can okay, we have hammers back again. If we lose them here, we can actually pop them. Very nice. Yeah, Pala forever. Reti is very nice. Oh sure, these are my stat values. Notice that I have to like do some shenanigans with the Circe's Circlet to get these stats. You know, you gotta get your haste as high as you can, and then put the Circe so it can give you more haste. Okay, let's pull. I wanna kill the car first. I say car, it's like a drill, something like that. Come on, give me a proc. Where's my tier set proc? There it is, finally. Okay, we can't really extend our tier set here. Maybe we can. We can, but it's risky. We got a few extensions there. One more here. Maybe one more? Good enough. We'll have it back in a few seconds. It's risky sometimes because tank doesn't have aggro, you know. So you might die. I think we're gonna skip something here. We are not gonna skip, so I think we just use cooldowns here. Yeah, let's just use 1 minute CDs. Come on, pull something. Oh, never mind. Hammers are gone. If you play with a tank friend, tell him to like be really mindful of like chain pulls because they're really good for us. If we can extend our hammers through like 2 pulls, it's gonna boost our damage a lot. If we can't, we kind of lose a lot of it. Like 10 to 9% of your damage is in the hammers. It's kind of dumb that it works that way. Okay, we have hammers now. I'm dying. Please heal me. Maybe I get jumped again. I'm kind of screwed here. Alright, we're fine. Come on, pull, pull, pull. Yes, we can extend our hammers here. It's good. It's great. Great, good extension. Maybe we can keep them even towards the... One more spender. One more spender. Ah, no proc. I was hoping cheers at proc so I can just spam my stuff here. I know there's a trick to attack the boss from behind the box. But I don't really want to risk it. You need an add-on to tell you if you're safe. The good thing is we can bubble here. We can extend, we can extend. Very nice. We extended a bunch of our Divine Hammers in this fight. This is one of the worst fights for us. Maybe we can get through it. 3, 2, 1. I don't have Holy Power. Never mind. We'll have it here. Okay. I need 7 seconds for my Wake Up Ashes to be healed. There it is. Let's get a full Holy Power bar before we go. That should be good enough. We're gonna spend Holy Power here just so we can extend. Nice, we got it. And we kept our hammers up. That's very good, very good. Keeping hammers up is the difference between your damage being good and lackluster in single target. Start to get a hold. No, actually we can't. We can't here. We'll have Divine Hammers when we get out of. Fine. And let's get our rotation back on. Very nice. We had a massive upturn of the Divine Hammers in that fight. That's basically how you execute that fight if you want to do like good single target damage. It's one of the trickier fights to do though. The box like cooks us really badly. Oh, can I pass? Oh, someone got the switch. Who's fast? Who got here fast? Oh, crap. I'm dumb.
Warning. Excessive levels of flesh detected. Warning.
Attention, citizens. Please remain in your domiciles.
No, I'm gonna lose so much damage there.
Guards are currently en route to quell the disturbance.
I have horrors. Okay, so all the damage we gained in that fight, we lost here. We'll still be fine. They're alive, right? They're alive. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, res me, please. I'm trolling there. Don't have the key, I think.
Dismantled a few of my lesser inventions.
This is really bad for overall. What I did there. We'll have cooldowns for Big Spider. I wanted to show you guys how to extend your hammers in this part, but I kind of messed up everything.
Against my newest prototype.
You know, first key of the day. Nice. Okay, I have to like drop the hammers here, or I'm gonna pull the citizens. Yeah, remember to do that here. You don't want the citizens to hit you. Oh, he got hit. Sag. Okay, now I feel not too bad because I'm trolling myself. Let's do it nice and slow. Nice and slow. No need to rush. No need to rush. I'll wait for that guy. I'll wait for that guy too. We all get here together. Wait, 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 wait. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna... Yeah. Told you. That's nice and steady. Nice and steady. Okay, now I don't feel so bad for trolling that last part. Hey, ZK, what's up, man? Can we do this without healer? I think we can. Line here. Come on, give me a proc. Give me a proc. There it is. Nice. Okay, I don't trust that shield. I'm just gonna move away from it. Take that. Stun it. Nice. We can extend our wings. I mean our divine hammer. Now in this situation I can ignore my divine hammers and just save them for the next occasion because I still have the old ones going. So if I drop them for whatever reason, I can just pop a new one. I'll pop a new divine hammer here. just keep going to fight. Because Divine Hammers don't stack, so it doesn't matter if you have two of them going at the same time. If you can save the cooldown to replace a one that faded away, I think it's the better option. I'll talk about it more in depth in the video I'll do tomorrow. Get past that part. And now I do have to wait for my Divine Hammers to start my rotation. 2, 3, 1, let's start it. I hate this fight, there's so much movement. Where's it going? Oh, nice. Keeping Divine Hammers in this fight is kind of hard because of all the movement. And swap targeting, you know. Where's the flower? I'm just gonna use Supreme Sentence without Divine Hammers here. Boss is very low. Nice. That fight is always a very annoying one. Some Shield of Vengeance here for the next missile bomb barrage. Defensive for the next barrage. Nice. Nice. Let's go.
So, my misguided son returns. I'm impressed you made it this far. You are no longer my father. Just a malfunctioning machine that must be shut down. Poor child. If only you could accept the truth. The curse of flesh has run rampant.
I think we can do this without the skip. We have so much time. If he doesn't tank it near the shields, we can't use them as melee. So tank is kind of trolling me and the rogue. So here we're gonna skip the next pack. Oh, by the way, if I don't read the chat messages, sorry, I'm a bit focused on the key. I'll read it after the key. Okay, let's go. Hug right. Hug right, hug right, hug right. Okay. And someone pulled. Wait for aggro, wait for aggro. Ooh, that hurt. I'll get him, I'll get him. It's on me, but I'm the shield. I don't know why people want to skip this. If you have time, kill it. A line here, tune up. That cooldown's back, let's use him here. We had 7 minutes, we had 10 when we got here. There's no reason to do this skip. Actually, maybe I can even extend my Divine Hammers to the boss. No, I can't. I'll just wait for my cooldown. Third boss. Okay, 10 seconds.
Witness perfection.
Ooh.
You cannot be
It's better to fully move there, because those balls are tricky. Who's cooldowns now?
my targeting system. Activating thruster. Cannot elude my targeting system. You cannot elude my targeting system.
The other side.
Activating.
Might drop my hammers here, but that's fine. We'll have another fresh one here.
Cannot elude my targeting
Told you those balls are like tricky. Sometimes they go like in weird angles. I'm gonna go to the right side here. Hopefully the rogue like goes to the left side so we don't double stack on melee.
activating thruster. Cannot elude my targeting system.
Tricky. We're fine. Always try to look where the balls are coming, like not just the circle. Sometimes the circle is there, but the balls are coming from a weird direction. Oh, I remember in BFA, the balls could actually move here. When you got stunned, at the last second, the balls could move. I'll go right side. Please, DK. Jesus Christ, man. Don't make me go mid. What a bastard. Like, he can take a lot of damage if he can. Should let like the melees take the right side or the left side. It's easier for us to dodge balls and just do damage. Is he gonna stay there? Yeah, he's gonna stay there. Now I gotta do a little dance. I'm gonna move here so my ball that doesn't appear on my left side. I'm gonna move here again so I bait the ball here. Nice. Now I lost my divine hammers. I have another one ready to go here. Good bait. Bait the divine hammers. I mean the ball here. Nice. Didn't go on me. Fancy for this. Spam, spam, spam. Bait ball here. I'm still gonna move, although sometimes the ball doesn't actually do anything here. Use a pot just to be safe. Refresh our divine hammers. Move. Good bait. Keep our divine hammers up. Hug, hug this side. Bait the ball here. Nice. Divine hammers again. And the boss is dead. I'm bubbling this. Don't want to move. Okay. Where's the guy? There he is. Very nice. Very, very nice. We did top damage even though we weren't in that pack. The second pack we fell down. GG's. That was good. So how many points? 14 points. We got some feet. Oh man, I want the gloves from this place. Maybe someone had the gloves. Great boots, belt. No, I wanted the gloves. The gloves. GG's. Good kid, good kid. Now let's go talk to Dornagal. Thanks, Barrett. I did goof up a bit there though. Me not being in that second pack was kind of troll, you know. Not second pack, you know, the pack after the Cujo. Falling down was tragic. Could have done like a 3.2 million overall probably with that pack. Did no damage there. Okay, I want to see my uptime on hammers because I did work a lot to have it. Like, you see there? 74 uptime on divine hammers. Like, that's exceeding the simulation's normal values. Like, simulation tells you you have around 65% uptime on divine hammers, so we went even over that. So yeah, the tech of Empyrean hammers, Empyrean Legacy is really, really good, guys. Okay, now I'll read chat that I didn't read while the key. Let's put some music on. Ala Forever says, change for Enhancer to Ret 3 was the best. Yes, it is. Ret is one of the best classes that you can play. It feels super smooth to play. Although the Breath of Cindergrossa, you know, Drag Divine Hammers is a bit tricky. With a few tricks that I'm going to show you later, and I'm showing it now, it's fine, you know, we can handle it. Oh yeah, the real values of my stats, I'll show you now. So if anyone wants to know what the real values, it's 14k critical strike, 18.4 haste, 15k mastery, and 700 verse. Shield of Vengeance on charges. Oh yeah, I should use Shield of Vengeance on charges so I get extra damage there. I normally forget to use it as an offensive thing. Mostly because I try to use it as a defensive mechanism. But I'll use it to get extra damage. Yeah, that's pretty much all the chat messages. Oh yeah, there was that question of PvP trinket being good as well. Yeah, the PvP trinket is really good. The reasons are because we have a lot of 1 minute stuff, you know, like 1 minute cooldowns. Divine Hammer, if you use Final Reckoning, that's 1 minute. And the trinket is 1 minute, so you stack 3 things, and because of the multiplicative nature of damage, it just becomes great, really good. The 1 minute trinket is not very good with Execution Sentence, because then you rather have like a continuous damage trinket or like a proc based one, like this Suspicious Energy Drain, you know. So if you're using Final Reckoning, go with the 1 minute trinket, it's really good. If you're using Execution Sentence, you can just go with a normal, just stat stick, random trinket. You can still use the random trinket on Final Reckoning, but your 1 minute goals are not going to be as powerful unless RNG blesses you. Okay, let's find another key. Our IO is now 3150, a very nice and round number, and we are only missing 2 of the hardest keys to get, which is Meadery and Sacred Flame. I hate those 2 places. There's so much damage that happens and you don't know where it comes from, you know. I think I know it comes from the bees and Cinder Brew Meadery. They suicide at the end, you know. They do like final stings thing, and that sometimes not only goes on the tank, sometimes goes on DPS, and it just smashes you. There's also like random dots that the mobs put on you, which is annoying, and it melts you down. I don't like that place. It's one of my least favorite keys. It's also because I had to do the grind to get this dumb thing. I did like 39 Meaderies, level 7 and 6 to get this neck. It was a horrible grind. And Priori, I like Priori, the place. I don't like the dungeon too much. I like the place lore-wise, I don't like the dungeon. Okay, let's try to get into this one. 3150, our score is now pretty juicy. We should be getting pretty decent amount of invites. The only problem is there is no keys. There are no many keys to pick from. Only missing 2 of them. Kinda hard to get into those. Come on, invite. These guys probably are going to go for a melee comp, maybe. They have Windwalker, so maybe they want a warrior and let's say a Beast Mastery Hunter, you know. Yeah, they're probably going to go for that. That's the best comp for them, you know. They get like a bunch of extra damage from like 5% damage from the warrior, 3% damage from the Windwalker, 3% damage from the Druid, and like the extra damage on bosses from the Hunter. So I don't blame them for not taking me. You don't really give anything other than like some resistance damage production with the Devora. Sadly, I think we're just now in queue hell, you know. We just have to wait for those keys because we're only missing 2 of them, and if I do my key, it's the odds that I get something that I can use is fairly low. But if I don't get an invite, let's say in 5 to 10 minutes, I'll just do mine, you know, bite the bullet, see what RNG gives me. Okay, let's keep queuing. Oh, for the guys that just joined the stream, there's a new tech that I'm using, which is Empyrean Legacy. This talent, a lot of people forgot it existed because it doesn't really scale with haste. It just happens every 20 seconds, but the change they made to Divine Hammers, where it doesn't, you know, it doesn't have an internal cooldown, means that whenever you throw an Empyrean Legacy proc, you get 3 seconds of extra duration on the hammers, which is really good in single target to extend it, because you don't have the reliability of Empyrean power on single target. So yeah, Empyrean Legacy is pretty powerful. And I think they proc around the same amount at the end of a key. Let's check that. It did proc around the same time, the same like in the past season. I actually favored Empyrean Legacy over Empyrean Power. So Empyrean Legacy Power procced 82 times and Legacy 69. Okay, so it does proc a little less. Oh, I'm glad I could help you, Christos. Thanks for your kind words, man. Oh yeah, those are okay. So that's a very me thing, you know. Those are the places where my Crusader Strike used to be, and where my Consecration used to be. I know it's dumb to just leave those spots, you know, and not put something else. But if we ever use one of those spells again, you know, either Consecration or Crusader Strikes, that's their place. And I don't want to lose muscle memory, you know. So they're just gonna be there for the rest of the times. Yeah, a lot of people ask me that. Yeah, you just spend Holy Power and you extend the duration of Divine Hammers. It extends 0.5 seconds for every Holy Power spent. So if you use a Divine, a normal spender, you know, a Divine Storm or a Final Verdict, you extend it by 1.5 seconds. If you use, for example, Hammer of Light, where is the Hammer of Light? This Hammer of Light. This thing costs five Holy Power, so you extend it for 2.5 seconds. If you use, for example, a proc of Empyrean Legacy, this counts as 2 spenders, so that means that you extend it for 3 seconds. And other like procs effects, you know, Divine Purpose and Empyrean Power extended for 1.5 seconds as well, because they count as you used 3 Holy Power. Nice, Atrocities, nice. Hope you got something from the 10s. No problem, Christopher. I like to answer all the questions that I can. Except when I'm in the key, I sometimes miss some questions there. I get a lot of focus in the keys. Just gotta get invited now. Okay, there's some of them. These are my least favorite keys, like... There's so much crap that happens in these. Yes, it extends. I'm gonna show it now. Let's do that test. I did it already a lot to make sure I did, but I'm gonna show it here. So let's say I throw a hammer. Okay, and then I use Divine Hammers. Okay, now look at the number here. I'm gonna let it go down to 1, and you're gonna see it, and it's gonna stand up to around 3. So it's 1. It went up to 4, so it gave me 3 seconds of extra duration of Divine Hammers, because it counts as 2 spenders. So 2 spenders is 1.5 each, so 3 seconds total extension. It's pretty huge, especially in single target. It helps you a lot to keep those hammers going. You can even bank on the proc for 20 seconds, you know? Just keep it there. I'm gonna show you something else. So you can, if you know that you're gonna like be dry of Holy Power, you can just bank on that proc. It lasts for, let's see up here next to the timer, it lasts for 20 seconds. So you can bank on that Empyrean Legacy proc for 20 seconds until you actually need an extension, you know? And then let's say I wasted my Holy Power, you know, and I don't have any spenders, and I use my Legacy to extend. It's pretty useful. It's the longest extension that you can get, because Hammer of Light is 2.5, and Empyrean Legacy proc is 3 seconds. So yeah, it's the longest Holy Power thing that you can use to extend. Pretty handy. Now, if we could get into a key, would be nice. There's some here. Maybe they'll take us. I think if we do one more key, we're gonna be able to get into 14s easy, you know. I see around like 31 something most of the people that are doing 14s. These guys are 3200, and they must have some 15s on. There's a meter here. At this point, we're kind of fighting against the meta as well. Like Retribution Paladin is great, but it's not meta. We're like A+, but we're not part of the Exotic comp. So it's a bit kind of hard to get into keys. Let's just keep queuing. I'll give it 2 more minutes and then I'll just do my Theater of Pain and see what the RNG gods give me. Oh, it performs really, really well because the other option is basically just going with Serene Light. And Serene Light is nice and all, but it has an internal cooldown. I think it's 15 seconds, so you can't proc it more than once every 15 seconds. The Consecration is nice, it gives you around 1% damage at the end of the dungeon. But a lot of people say it's pad damage, which it kinda is, you know. But I think just extending the duration of Divine Hammers is going to give you more damage than just the random procs of Serene Light. Also, Empyrean Legacy makes your single target a bit better as well. So you got some priority damage. That is pretty important, you know. I would say Empyrean Legacy is a lot better than taking Serene Light now. I did some simulations, and according to the sim, like in an AoE dungeon, it's technically a 0.3% damage loss against Serene Light, which is like so small that it doesn't matter. But it gives you more than the simulation tells you. Because sim with Empyrean Legacy tells me that I have like 65% uptime on Empyrean Hammers. But in the key that I just did, I had like, how much? 70 something? Where is it? Where is it? Where's the... Okay, there it is. 74% uptime. So sometimes it's maybe not like simming correctly and it's giving more than it shows. I think the value is incredibly high. Oh yeah, but the problem is we're competing with the priests in Priori, and priest is part of the meta comp. Priest can also turn on the buff. So it's Retribution, it's paladins and priests, and priest is part of the meta, so normally people are gonna get one of those. Maybe this guy wants to do a double ret. Double ret, what's good with us? Double ret Shami on Holy Decay. That would be good. That would be a blender. Those holy bastard. Hey Alkibali, what's up, man? Yeah, I dropped this talent. I dropped Serene Light instead of Empyrean Legacy. There is something else that I've seen other Reds use, and this is kind of like a bit extreme, but they go with Executioner's Will. They just have like more priority damage. I don't think I like it. It's just better to just go Empyrean Legacy. I think you get more from just having your hammers all the time, you know, not dropping it in a pull, than just 4 extra seconds of execution sentence every time. Hey Dragos Bob, so these are my stats at the moment. When I go into a key fully buffed. I do have to do some shenanigans with the Circe's Ring because you know, it gives you your highest stat. So I have to drink my haste flask. I have to use my my Algari Mana Oil, then use the Circe's Ring so it gives me the stat I want. This is what I use. Okay. I think there's no invites. Let's see if there's something new. There's a priority here. Come on, come on. Invite me. This would give us around 16 points, so if we get this dungeon done, it would be 3166. Damn it. Okay, we gotta do our own key. Sag. Let's go do TOP. We don't need it, but I don't want to be in Q hell forever. We just gotta pray to the gods that we get something good from this. Priority or Cinder. Oh yeah. That's one of the keys that Execution Sentence is good. I said it at the start of the stream. So the 3 keys that are Execution Sentence good are Theory of Pain, the Rookery, and the Workshop. Where's Workshop? Workshop. Yeah, those three. Rookery, Workshop, and Theater of Pain are execution sentence keys by default because there's not too many AoE, and the execution sentence helps with like things like you said, the shield, for example. Final Reckoning is great for everything else though. I think you should get a bit more haste. 25% haste I think is a good baseline to start with. Because of how we spam Holy Power Spenders, you want to get your global cooldown low, so whenever you get your 4 seconds, like you can't lose Holy Power, you can at least throw 3 spenders in that duration. And with 25-ish%, you should be able to do it. Lower your crit a bit up to like 30-ish, and what else? What other stats? Yeah, lower your crit to 30-ish%, maybe even to 29%, and get a bit more haste. I don't have the best in slot weapon, if you mean the thing from the raid. I have the Pole Axe of Somber Fates, mythic level, you know. Technically it is best in slot, haste mastery, great stats, but it's not the best in slot weapon, you know, the actual one. Atrocitus, I think you need a bit more item level because those stats are kind of lowish. But if I would have to use something, get a haste flask for your keys and tell me how much damage you do then. Okay, let's pick people. I think the list has grown big enough. What do we want? What's good for this? Ooh, there's a Feral Druid. You guys want to see a Feral Druid? Maybe we could go Feral Druid. What else? That gives us buff. We could take these two guys from Ragnaros. Oh, I thought this guy was healer. No, never mind then. I like when it's tank and healer queuing up together because they can talk to each other if they need like defensives and stuff.
An excellent choice.
Oh, your eye level is high. Then why are stats so weird? You should have more. That's strange. How much verse do you have? You must have like a lot of verse. Oh, the best in slot. You have to macro it to something. It's a 2-minute on-use weapon, and you have to macro it to something to use the on-use effect. Normally I do it with one of my major cooldowns, you know, macro it to Divine Hammer or something like that. So you use it always. It is a really good weapon, you know, but it is kind of RNG because your stats are RNG, you know. You're basically dropping all your weapons' secondary stats for a higher RNG chance to get them. I'm going to buy it with my dinars when I can. We do need a suit here, so yeah, we need a druid. Let's get the feral guy. Okay, feral druid, you're up. It is also, my key is like, what you call it? Resilient, so I don't really mind giving a chance to some of these specs that are not maybe meta. Hey, hell, maybe the druid does more damage than me, you know, who knows? Let's get a priest. We can get priest or Shami for the buff. Ooh, there's a monk. No, not monk. Let's go druid. I mean, let's go priest. Where's the guy? Okay, this priest. Now we need a lust. So for our lust, probably mage. Yeah, you have a lot of verse. You have to move that verse around, man. Move it to haste or move it to crit. You want to have as low as versatility as you can. You can see here I have 780, and that's just because I think I have one tier piece that has verse or something. Something has verse. Oh, it's my Circe's. My Circe's has verse. You know, this rune. Literally nothing in my gear has versatility. I only have versatility because of the Circe's circlet. Damn, it's hard to say. We need a Lust. I would take these guys, but we need a Lust, sadly.
An excellent choice.
Thanks for the sub, man. Really appreciate it. Nice, nice. Keep trying to throw away your versatility. Get other pieces that have either crit mastery, mastery haste, mastery crit, those things. Just get your versatility as low as possible. What do we want? We want a Paladin? Paladin? I think I want a Demon Hunter tank. Just because of the extra damage. Ooh, let's see a Devastation. Let's see a Devastation Evoker. Hell yeah, Devastation. Oh yeah, that's relist. Look for a Demon Hunter tank. I want them for their buff. 3% is pretty good. It depends. Your weapon is one of the weapons with versatility higher item level than the hammer. Because if it's a weapon, it doesn't matter the stats. You use the higher item level weapon. You know, if this thing had versatility, I would still use the higher item level weapon because weapon DPS is overturns anything. Oh yeah, then it should be fine. Yeah, don't listen to Pawn. Pawn is bad. Don't use the Pawn add-on. It's very misleading. Use the Simcraft thingy. Raid bots and Simcraft. Yeah, Pawn has like weird stuff. It tells you that it's a 200% upgrade when it isn't. It's very, very strange. We could also take Warrior. Warrior is nice. We don't have Kick though, like AoE Silence, which is kind of a big deal for last boss. No, not at all. The Abyss gear from Wowhead is correct. But it's kind of hard to get, you know. You gotta get all the pieces. The best thing you can do is get your gear and just sim yourself and see what works for your personal character. There is really no biz list, with the exception of, let's say, trinkets and maybe weapon. For the other gear, it's just better to just see what you get and use it. We could go Blood DK. I like Blood DK. They have grip. Let's go Blood DK. Let's go Blood DK. Let's go do the TOP. And it took 16 seconds to form a group. That's a long time. Oh, because the Galactic Trinket takes too long to stack. That's the problem. Like the thing is really good if you can. It's a very tricky trinket, you know. I know what you're talking about. It's the Kazan Eye, you know. Where is it? Eye of Kazan. Yeah, that thing is incredibly powerful. But the thing is that your first like 2 or 3 pulls. Yeah, I think 2 pulls of a dungeon are gonna be less effective, you know, because the thing has to stack up, and you also depend on the tank playing really fast so your trinket doesn't lose stacks. That's the main reason it's not like the best thing that you can get. It's a really good trinket, but it has like those conditions. Well, House of Cards just works fine. You just macro it to a 30-second cooldown and use it whenever it's up. Prioritize over, I think I would go with haste until it's at a reasonable level. After that, crit and mastery. That will be my priority list. It is performing great. I don't drop my divine hammers really like at all almost. Unless there's like super heavy movement and I can't hit my target. I think everyone's here. Let's start it. Okay, let's turn off the music. Just so we do the key. Nice, you have House of Cards. That's a really good trinket. I would like to have it, but I'm not raiding anymore. Gonna quit raiding. I don't know. I don't think raiding is for me anymore. I just like to do keys. I just raid to get the tier set. Yeah, it sounds weird, man. Got trouble handling the hammer. You gotta keep that hammer up, man. You can't drop it. Ladies don't like that. Nice. You're so lucky. I have a friend that also got the thing like that. Okay, let's start the key. Oh, man. Yeah, there's spells for that. You can use those as well, you know? I think you have to see a doctor if you keep it up forever, man. Okay. Being real. Just spend your holy power, like, reasonably, you know? And also do those little tricks, you know? Hold Empyrean Legacy proc for whenever you really need it, if you don't need it for damage. I'll focus the cow. You gotta kind of not stack too much here. Pick that. I have gift. That. I don't know what they're feeding that dragon, but the guy's doing a lot of damage. And I haven't dropped my hammers, by the way. I'm still with the first round that I threw. I'm still with the first round of hammers. Yeah, still with the first round. Nice. Yeah, I don't know what they're feeding that dragon. The guy did massive damn there. It is sad, you know, like Unholy DK just always is good on big target counts. But I'm happy about Unholy because they, like, DKs haven't had their time to shine like in a lot of time. I know target cap feels bad. I like the times where in BFA, for example, where there was no target cap. It was really fun. Now we're going this side. Nice. Let's focus down the arbalist, like the archer guys. See how easily is it to keep the hammers up? Like with all those other things that I told you? Like Empyrean Legacy, and just handling Holy Power correctly. I'm gonna drop them now, but it's because I can't hit the guy. He's taking it away from me. Ooh. Man, this guy really wants to time this. I haven't seen anyone do that, you know, like drag the other mini boss to this room. Like here, for example, we can save our Divine Hammer proc till we actually need it, you know, that's... Okay, we need it now, so refresh the duration. Divine Hammers, use another one to keep our Divine Hammers up. Just keep spending and building. We have another proc of Divine Hammers, we're gonna save it for a few seconds. Use it now. We got tier set proc, we just spam like crazy. We should have an Empyrean Legacy. Extend again, up to 8 again. Wait 2 seconds, hammers are down to 6. Use the Divine Hammer proc. And now I'm just gonna use 30-second cooldowns and save the Divine Toll and Divine Hammer extra cooldown for the next pack. Maybe we can extend. Yeah, we can extend. Very nice. Keep that. And if we lose it, we have a new round of Empyrean Hammers. Just fresh. I'm gonna bop myself. Still have my Divine Hammers too, if I need them. I should have used them there. Kinda dying. Oh, we're gonna run. Oh, we can make it. We made it. Okay, we made it. Nice. Did everyone made it? Okay. A lot of people are doing that now. I'm just gonna decouple my cooldowns here, I think. Yeah, can't really do much about it. They're already spread, so we gotta use them. Getting dragged down, nice. And you gotta kill. Who you gotta kill? Kill the cat. This is one of the worst fights for us because we get like our uptime on Divine Hammers goes to the crash. Let's use this opportunity to make our Divine Toll stack with our other stuff again. Let's use everything together after he finishes this. Right now. Hopefully we don't get dragged down again. Actually, I want to get dragged down. Because I'm the one that can kill the other guy faster. Yeah, we're going down. Sag. I hate this fight. My hammers, no! I hate this fight. I hate it so much. I have all my cooldowns back. Let's use them. Oh yes, let's cleave this. Going down again? Yeah, hell yeah, I hate this. Why me all the time? Why me? At least I do it fast, you know. To be honest, it's fine that I go down for there. I'm the one that can kill people the fastest, so you know, might as well do that. The healer took a shortcut. Healer took a shortcut.
But they're still a long way from the title.
I know. It's very risky, you know. If you want to extend your your divine hammer and the tank is just standing there, it's kind of frustrating. I'm gonna target one of those sludge spores. Oh, he's bringing everything. Line. Oh, everything's dead. Nice. In moments like that, I would like to have Final Reckoning, but I know I need Execution Sentence for this key. I think I'll make it. I made it. Nice. All hail the horse. I'll have Divine Hammers in sometime in this pull. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. Let's end. Bopping here. Bebop there for safety, you know? Maybe he doesn't have aggro. We gonna go with this guy to the boss? You have hammers again, let's use them. Gonna go to the boss, I think. He has aggro? He has aggro. Nice. Ooh, we can extend. This is glorious. Yeah. Cooldown's back. Okay, he didn't make that. Took me by surprise. Again, the more mistakes, we don't have bubble. Ooh, the tank got hit. I think he's fine. Yeah, he has pain, so he's fine. Yeah, we don't have Bob or anything to save ourselves if we get caught, so we can't get caught. Woo. Oh, we're safe, we're safe, we're safe. We can just use... I was gonna say, we can just use our cooldowns without Divine Hammers and say that if we drop them. See how much our damage improves if you don't drop them? I only drop them for like 20 seconds in this fight. After that I have like full uptime. I might drop them now. But I can just extend them. And it's all fine because my cooldowns will be back when we need them. It's gonna take us a while to go from here to the next part of the dungeon. Perfect. See? We extended all that fight. Let me see, how much uptime do we have on the things? Divine Hammer, 90% uptime. Huge. Huge, huge. We're going to the ghost part. I need my horse to get there. Yeah, so don't use 2 horses here and go ahead of the tank. Always save your horse. Let's go. And also don't use your freedom to move here. You want to use your freedom if you get like slowed here. To get into this part. It's gonna get the big guy. We wait a bit so we have a target to hit. Again, in moments like this, I would love to have Final Reckoning. Nice. Ooh, that almost killed us. I guess we don't need it. Oh, we're going left. Interesting. Oh, no, we use Final Verdict always on just 1 target. Divine Storm still 2 targets. Here we're just gonna use our 30-second cooldowns. We don't need to use our 1 minutes. These guys just melt. Kind of focus down that Magus, Bone Magus, because it hurts a lot if it does the thing. Actually, it doesn't hurt; it just kills you outright. I didn't bring a Dispeller. I'll stun it. Oh, more Magus. Not good. I'll blind you? Never mind, I'll wake up Ashes. Pick one of them. Stun the other one. Perfect. I have my blind still, just in case. I can't extend it. It's too long of a journey to extend my hammers here. Sag. We have a fresh one coming up. And this guy really likes danger because like this path is the worst because of these megas. You know, it's just one kick you say, but if that kick misses, someone dies. The other path I think is a lot chill. I'm gonna wait for them to use their CC and I'll use mine if needed. Stun that. I'll blind this. Very nice. Oh, more Maguses. Yeah, I don't have anything. I have Wake Up Ashes. Then another hammer. Extend again. I have my kick for next one. Never mind. It's all good. All done. Oh, more Maguses. I'm just gonna use... I'll use all my cooldowns here. We gotta go through that shield. Thinking about it again, I think it was a bad idea. Yeah, it was a very bad idea. I should have just used 30-second stuff there. Is there a stream random freezes? It shouldn't be. It says the stream is running perfectly. At least the OBS tells me that. Okay, now maybe there is... Yeah, I'm lagging. I'm lagging badly. Yeah, I think I'll DC. Yeah, I think I DC'd. I'll just relog. Yeah, I think it's WoW. Yeah, it's the game. It's the game. It's the game. It boot me from Battle.net. It says connecting. Oh man, that was a done key as well. We had it. We still have it if I can reconnect. It's just not letting me. It just doesn't let me. It just appears there, blank. I'll try to redo Battle.net just a second. Unfortunate. I'm trying to get into the Battle.net, but it doesn't let me. Damn it! It is Blizzard because my stream is. It says it's like perfectly fine. It says continue offline. Doesn't let me go online. Probably DDoS again. I don't think they can do it without me, right? Let's put some music while we try to log in again. Yeah, I'm trying to log into Battle.net. It says connecting and offline mode. Doesn't let me go in. And I know it's not the stream because I can actually talk to you guys. Yeah, it says like it's green on the OBS, so it's not that. It's not lagging. It's Blizzard. Man, the amount of like DDoS stuff that has happened, it's kind of annoying. I'm pretty sure it's gonna appear like in a few minutes, like a DDoS attack or something. Doesn't let me go online. Stuck on Battle.net offline mode. It says 43 seconds to go online again. And I'll show you guys. Let me see. How do I do this? I need another scene. Okay, that's what I'm seeing at the moment. I don't know if you guys can see it. So that's what I'm seeing. Doesn't let me go online. What the hell, man? That was a done key. Let's see. Go online again. I would say, yeah, my hammer optim is pretty good. Would be happy. Oh man. Everyone talking about the hammer now. You can drop Siren's Isles Ring when you get probably max level heroic plus max level mythic ring, or 2 mythic rings. They have to have good stats though, so a combination of either crit mastery, haste mastery, or mastery crits. Those are the stats that you want on those rings. Oh man, I feel bad for the guys, you know, that were in the queue with me. It says estimate wait time 1 minute to get into.
An excellent choice.
Marcel, thanks for the sub, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I can't go online. Let's try again. Let's try again. Okay, by this time the key's dead, you know, but let's try to log. I want to keep the stream going, man. If this keeps up, I'm just gonna have to come, like, stream late night again. This is the main reason I guess I stream late night, because who's gonna DDoS at like 1 in the morning? First boss of priority, you use a Final Verdict. You don't use a Divine Storm. Because, well, the mini boss doesn't take any damage. It has like 1000% extra health, so you just want to kill the guy that's on the... It's a cat or it's a dog? I don't remember. Okay, guess we'll just be offline for a while. Let's wait a bit, you know? Maybe we can get back again. We can chill and talk, you know, now, while I try to get into the game. Unfortunate FMR. So it's not me. I'm happy it's not just me. I thought it was just my computer. It's Blizzard. We got DDoS again. I think you could actually drop the Circes next week then, Dragon Bob. Try to do the simulation, you know, put all the gems, remember to put your culminating blasphemite and all those things, and see if it gives you a bit more percentage, because I really want to drop that thing. It's my only source of versatility. So if I drop the Circes, I have like no verse, and like I just need a perfect stat mythic ring or like fully upgraded heroic, which I should have next week. So it asked for my password. I put it. It told me I got in, but I can only be on offline mode. And I tried to go online. I put my password again, and it just stays there. You know, It says connecting, we're having a busy day. Something like that. Unfortunate, Eden. So many DDoS attacks these days. Is like OnlyFans rating at the moment or something? How to max different colors of gems? So you have to use one of each, you know, so you're always going to use a versatility gem. If you're using that versatility gem, use a verse mastery, verse crit gem. I think those are the best stats to use it. The other ones can be any type of combination, you know, one emerald, which is haste mastery, haste crit. The other one is crit mastery or crit mastery or crit haste, you know. Any of those combinations are fine. They're really close together. If you already have a lot of haste though, just try to avoid getting haste as your secondary, you know. Say mastery crit mastery gems instead of like mastery haste rings or stuff. You can't get more rune. Oh, so you just upgraded your stuff. Yeah, that if you upgraded your stuff too fast, and instead of like trying to get 655s and 10s, you might run into just not having rune crests. You'll catch up next week, you know. You'll catch up next week. Don't do the priority one. You know, the priority signet is good, but it's a 2-minute trinket, so it kind of falls a bit flat unless you're using Final Reckoning all the time. I think maybe go do some delves. Like the delve trinkets are really strong. Either the one that gives you your highest stat or your lowest stat. I don't remember the name. And the other one is the drink, the one that gives you mastery. Those two delve trinkets are incredibly strong for us. So try to go and do some delves instead of just running priority all the time. Yeah, the champion version of those trinkets is still good, Eden. Still good. It's gonna last you a while. If you can get a heroic track of those, it's incredible. It's going to last you for almost all the patch. Especially if you have bad luck with things like in the raid, like with the House of Cards and things like that. Ideally, the best in slot trinkets that we can use are House of Cards plus the trinket from the dungeon, you know, the one that gives us crit, the Pacemaker. If you can't get the House of Cards, the Delve trinkets are perfectly fine. Priority Signet is also decent if you can get one, but it's a 2-minute trinket, so it's kind of wonky with our cooldowns. Works better with Final Reckoning though, because at least you stack a lot of things on that. Yeah, man, same. I don't have good luck on rolls in raid. The only time I have good luck is when I make my luck. You know, I rig the system. Like I make at the first week of the patch, I normally try to make like a normal raid. I'm the only paladin, shaman, or priest. So if a tier set token drops, it's mine, you know, because I want to get my tier set as fast as possible. So I do rig the system a bit sometimes. I'm a bit of a degenerate in that sense. On your warrior, oh, well, warriors might work differently. I don't actually know how they work perfectly. So I wouldn't know what trinkets are the best for them. No, I don't always play Final Reckoning. I play Final Reckoning mostly on... Okay, so there's 3 dungeons that you play Execution Sentence always, which are Theory of Pain, Rookery, and Workshop. The other dungeons you most of the time are going to play Final Reckoning because they have a lot of trash mobs and it just works better with them. Yeah, FMR, like Mythic Plus is so fun to do. I feel kind of the same. I like the raid aesthetic, you know, the casino thing. I just don't feel the drive to raid anymore. I don't know why. I had a really good raiding guild like in past expansions. Maybe that's why, and they kind of disbanded, so I don't have a raiding guild anymore. I think raiding is fun when you have the people that make it fun. Like, while keys, for example, you can make your own fun, you know, doing pushing and stuff. Raiding is more of a social aspect of the game, I guess. While keys you can do at your own leisure. Man, I can't get in. It says estimated wait time 59 minutes. It's a busy day for Battle.net. Good times. Oh, oh yeah, don't really. You can keep up with Unholy DKs. You can keep up with them. It's hard though. They do so much damage. Especially like in big pools, like in Meadery or the first pool a priori. They're gonna do like 20 million over DPS on that pool, and you're gonna be like there around 12 to 14. And you have to catch up on smaller pools though. But if the tank plays for the Unholy DK, they're always going to do big packs, so you won't be able to catch up. In normal pokes, you might catch up if the tank does like low target pulls, and you can almost get to that Unholy DK level. But if the tank plays for the Unholy DK, you won't catch up to them. They just do so much better damage in big pulls. They're basically uncapped. I think the Bloodless Life is fully uncapped or something like that, right? Or it's like 8 targets or something. Our main damage is also kind of uncapped, you know, the Empyrean Hammers, but it's not as chunky as their damage. It's more of a death by 1,000 cuts, you know, with the little Empyrean Hammers that drop from the sky. And it's also not guaranteed, you know, they crit, they AoE. They don't crit, they don't AoE. So we're a bit bound by RNG as well. Oh yeah, you see Karim has 40 million on the first pull. I think I've seen, the highest I've seen is like 29 or something like that. On average, they like an average DK gets to 20. Yeah, Bloodless Life is uncapped. Okay, yeah. Then, okay, we're back. We're back. We are back. Let's log in. Let me take this off. Eden, for Mythic Plus, I'm gonna show you in a second. Let me log in. Okay, Shave Shuffle. Thanks for dropping by, man. We appreciate it. I'm a bit scared to start on a new key, you know. Unfortunate. We had this key in the bag. Yeah, everyone's logging in. Okay, now let's talk about my trinkets. I'm gonna run it again, you know, my Theater of Pain to see what I get. I'm a bit scared though. Maybe we get another DC. Let's see what says the Blizzard app. It doesn't say there's a DDoS, it's just randomly DC'd us. Also, I'm in protection spec for whatever reason. Actually, I'm fine there. I need a weapon for prot. I'm tanking for a few friends, so I do need a weapon there. Okay, now let's talk about trinkets. So I'm using the Pacemaker Heroic, and I'm using the Suspicious Energy Drink, which is really good. This trinket is great from Dells, and the other one that's also great is the Engine. Where is it? This thing. Oh no, this is the Rebirth Raid. Where's the engine? This thing. Mechanocore Amplifier. This is also a really good trinket to have. Both are great. Even at champion levels, they're probably going to outperform some heroic stuff from other dungeons. Just give you nice stats on a very high uptime. $12 million on that pull. You mean Unholy DKs or Red Paladins? Red Paladins can do pretty decent damage. I think I've done up to 50 million there. 15 million, not 50. Also, you gotta understand that our cooldowns are like 1 minute and 30-second damage cooldowns. They're not going to be as bursty, you know, as, let's say, I think Unholy carries are like 2 minutes, right? 2-minute cooldowns or something like that. But they do grow exponentially depending on number of targets, so they get that. It's always been their thing. Like, Unholy DK has always been like if the number of targets is huge, they're one of the best melee. Oh, they drop from any delve. As long as you do bountiful delves, you can get one of these trinkets. Any bountiful delve that you do at level 8 or higher. Okay, let's try to do my key again. Let's see if we can actually time it this time. Let's try to find something. Maybe there's a 14 that we can do. There's a workshop. We don't need workshop anymore, right? We just need Cinder Brew and... Okay, there's no 14s. Okay, there's no 14s that we need, so we just have to do our key. We're bound to our key. Turbo Drain. This thing. I think I have it. I think it's in my bank. Let me see. I know that name, but where is the trinket? Turbo Drain. Let's see. Turbo. Oh, there it is. So this thing. Your harmless spells have a chance to drain your target's electrical power, nature damage. Target dies. It's just a pretty decent, like, 2 damage trinket. Not great, you know, just does its job. Good thing is has main stats, so it's giving you at least some damage to your abilities. Historically, those types of trinkets have never been good for us Retribution Paladins, unless the trinket had like incredible effect that does damage. I remember there was one in Tomb of Sargeras that dropped from Barimatros, I think. Like, they did just so much damage over the course of a raid fight. Or that time in Dragonflight where we scaled with versatility, that those damage trinkets were good for us. Yeah, Grandmaster Yoda, a lot of people ask me that, you know. It's a thing, it's my thing, you know. It's because we're... Crusader Strikes, that's its place, you know. If we ever go back to using, you know, normal Crusader Strike where we have to press it, I don't want to relearn my muscle memory, so I just leave that space blank. I do the same thing for Consecration here on 6. So I don't lose that muscle memory, you know. It's their spot, you know. Yeah, it's just their place. Maybe someday we come back to using them, who knows. Probably we're gonna go back to using Crusader Strike in some form though, because Crusading Strikes, I know you guys like it, I like it as well. It's a bit degenerate because it's always going to be good. No matter what, Crusading Strike saves you global cooldowns. So there's no way, unless they overtune the crap out of the other option, you know, Templar Strikes, that people are going to pick it, you know. It's just really efficient at generating holy power and it saves you global cooldowns. So they might remove it at some point. I don't know when, but they're probably going to do it. It just doesn't allow for more creative design of this spec. Consecration, I'm almost certainly that it won't come back, but I'm just gonna keep it spot for now. Okay, who did we pick? That group was so good. Let's see if this dragon can do the same thing. Oh, actually here there's a dragon and a hunter. This was a group. Were they good? They were fine. I like to take groups because they're probably in comp, so they can do their stuff. What was our comp? I think we had priests. Well, we have priests, we had a feral druid, we had a dev booker, a holy DK, and something else. Yeah, oh, me, yeah, me. Okay, let's go with this guy. This Miyupi guy. Maybe he with this key he gets his 3k. Would be nice for him. Okay, let's get this Demon Hunter. Now let's go with... Was this the same guy? Yeah, it's Travi. Let's get this guy in. He was in the last run. Okay, now we had a priest, so let's try to get the same thing. This guy seems fine. Yeah, I think he's the best option, so let's get a disc priest. And now we need a lust. Let's get this Shami. Eli Shami. That's basically the same thing as Dev. Or we could give this guy a chance, you know. Let's give this guy a chance. Let's make this guy get his 3k achievement. Okay, we have the exact same comp that we had last time. How is overall? Oh, there's no overall because the key wasn't finished. Okay, let's go. I invited this guy, so if he doesn't take it, I'll have to find someone else. Sorry to hear that, Eden. So maybe this is not safe. Maybe if I do this, key is gonna fail again because of DC. Who knows? Well, if it dies, it dies. You know, it's resilient. So my key never will go down again. Oh, Felipe, execution sentence is a key. I use execution sentence in 3 dungeons, which is the Rookery. I use it in Workshop. And I use it in Theater of Pain. Those 3 dungeons. Theater of Pain, Rookery, and Workshop. The other dungeons are all better with Final Reckoning. Unfortunately then. Oh, Felipe, I'll explain it. So, Rookery is really good execution sentence dungeon because, well, the last boss has a shield and then a damage phase. So you can do a lot of damage to that boss just because of the vulnerability phase with execution sentence. You actually need a lot of single target in that fight. So it's the best pick. For Workshop, there's not many trash. It's mostly boss dungeon, very little trash packs. So execution sentence is good there as well. And Theater of Pain, same idea. There's not much trash. There's also those big mini bosses that you at least have to play 2 of them. So yeah, execution sentence again good. The other places are decently with Final Reckoning. You can still use execution sentence on them if you want more boss damage, but Final Reckoning is going to give you a lot more damage because the places have a lot of ads, you know, and Final Reckoning works really well at destroying big trash packs. These places have packs, mob packs pulled of like 9 to 10 targets sometimes, even more. Like for example in Cinder Brew Meter you pull like half the room at the start. So just having more AoE is better there. Those mobs are also dangerous enough that you want to do a lot of AoE and kill them. That's the explanation. Okay, let's pick someone else. Okay, there's a dev here. Lizardino. Let's go. TOP. Hopefully we don't get DC'd in the middle of key again. Mine said like 59 minutes. I think it was a bug though, you know, because I got in. 59 minutes of busy time and managed to log. Hopefully I get a weapon for protection here. I'm still using like a champion weapon for my prot spec. Now there's a lot of people. You know you DC because there's a ton of people just here, you know. Everyone's just logging in. I wonder if it was a DDoS or just server lag. Like probably DDoS. I don't know. It's like I said, it's only Fang's rating today because that's the only reason people are DCing, are DDoSing the servers. Oh, Grandmaster Yoda, the ones I timed are everything except Midori and Sacred Flame. So we're kind of at the mercy of the RNG gods to get those keys from ours or just try to get into those. We can get into them, but there wasn't a single one up, so we have to just go with RNG. Okay, let's drop the music and let's do the key. Countdown. I think if we do this key, we give like the achievement to 3 people in this run, so that's very nice. So let's get it done. An update. Oh, okay. What did they update though? What's their new? I got a priest. Okay. Oh, we also have Demon Hunter. Did I get a suit? Yeah, I have the cat. Yeah, I have the Feral Druid. Focus the big guy. That and move. Don't stack. Let's keep our momentum is going. Perfect. Just a few more seconds. And we have a refresh. Okay, almost. He dropped him there. But we have a new refresh in 4 seconds. Let's refresh them here. One bubble here. Caster. Pick a new target for our execution sentence. Kill it before it does the... Never mind. It's dead. And perfect. Good stuff. So we got DC'd because of Warcraft Rumble? Damn. Unfortunate. Maybe they're doing like a cross-promotion thing or something. I don't know. I don't really play mobile stuff. I did play Candy Crush a lot a long time ago. But not much mobile stuff nowadays. I mean, I don't have lust for this, so he's probably gonna do just the double. Big stun here. Nice. I have aggro up one of those little dudes. That. Pick this one. Nice. I'll stun this one. Stun them again. think we didn't even drop our hammer a single time there. Smoking pills for sure. These are my stats when I'm in a Mythic Plus dungeon. I have to do some stuff with my ring, you know, take it off and take it back, take it off and put it back after I put my flask, but that's how I get my haste high. Stack. Actually, no, this is not the stack guy, right? It's just the move. Let's save that Hammer of Light for a few seconds until we need it. So we sentence a big guy. Let's see if we don't drop our hammers here. Nice. The proc should keep the hammers up for the whole duration. We have a refresher if we need it. Okay, we're gonna drop it here now. Never mind, we're fine. We have a proc of Empyrean Legacy. I think I just used them. I use cooldowns here. Oh, we need to go. We need to go. My hammers. Oh, 1 second. Come on. Come on, extend. Extend. Give me a proc. Give me a proc. No procs. Hammer. Oh, almost. Almost. Satch. I didn't have a proc of anything. Now I get procs. It's lagging again. It's lagging again. It's lagging again. Okay, we're doomed. We died. Yeah, it's lagging.
You had lasted a little longer.
Yeah, we're out. God damn it. Small indie company. Oh man. Oh man, I hate this. I wanted to stream today and this happens. This is why I stream like late night. Unfortunate. Let's hit reconnect. Let's see if we can do it. Again, it's DDoS this time. Let me show you guys. Where is it? So that's the launcher. You can see the little icon here. They're DDoS'd again. Oh crap. I'll help you guys with the chat then, since I can't actually play the game. So Smoking Pills, you say, what's my opinion on haste or crit stacking? I think you need a decent amount of haste. I think anything over 25% of haste is good. You can even go a bit further on it. Then you want to get a bit of crit, and mastery should be like kind of your third stat to stack. Oh, let's put some music on while I answer these questions. So I think I'm gonna end the stream early today, but I'll answer questions for like an extra 15 minutes now. Okay, so your haste is pretty low, Gentle Singularity. How low? You know, like I said, I think 25% or higher is, I think, the bare minimum that you can get for the new
An
Retribution
excellent choice.
Domino, thanks for the sub, man. Really appreciate it. You really need a lot of haste, mostly because of your global cooldown. You want it to be short enough that you can extend your Divine Hammers as much as possible, you know? So, you get 1.5 seconds of extension per Holy Power Spender. So you want to make your global cooldown low so that you can get the extension and get some extra free leisure time there, you know? So it's easier to have them up, because a lot of our damage comes from the Divine Hammer interaction with Hammerfall. If you lose your hammers, it's basically like you're losing 10% extra damage on whatever you're doing, you know? Because they do so many procs.
An excellent choice.
I use the raid builds from Wowhead's ML. I use the raid builds from Wowhead, but for Mythic Plus, there's not much deviation that you can do. But I kind of try to do my own thing, you know. For example, this thing of like Empyrean Legacy is something I kind of came up one day, you know, because I said, you know, we're playing so much for spenders. This thing gives me 2 free spenders, so an extension of 3 seconds on Divine Hammers. Maybe it's better than Searing Light, you know. And it is. I think I'm 100% sure it's a lot better than Searing Light in most scenarios, almost in every scenario. Although it's kind of hard to do your own thing because of Divine Hammers. The builds are so rigid now, there's not much change that you can make. Yeah, Gentle Singularity, 15% is a bit too low. You gotta get more than that. For this build, yeah, you can't do anything with 15%. It's just too, your global cooldown is too long. It just eats all the extension that you get from your Holy Power spenders. I mean, you can play it, you know, because you have enough haste whenever you use a Hammer of Light and when you have Crusade, but outside of that, you're gonna have problems keeping the hammer up. Yeah, Johan's right, 10% haste, yeah, you can't play with that. 10% is just too low. I mean, how do you get so low haste? you must have like a ton of versatility. Bobby SD, thanks for subbing, man. Really appreciate it. Okay, you see my hammers are up there all around you. I don't see that. Is there something to make it happen? No, it's that. When Divine Hammers are up, they always spin. They're constantly spinning around you. There's no cosmetic or anything. It's just if you have Divine Hammers, they'll spin around you. Yeah, 25% haste I think is the lowest that I would play this build. You need a high haste so you can spam your stuff. It's not gonna sim lower. Well, maybe it's going to sim depending on your actual gear, you know. But once you get to a higher item level, haste is going to be one of your biggest priorities because of how we work now. No, don't sacrifice mastery for haste. Sacrifice versatility or a bit of crit, you know. Crit, I think we should be around 28 to 30%. More than that, I think it's not necessary because your crit only makes your build better because of Empyrean Hammer's splash damage. I think with 30% to 28%, you're fine. You can sacrifice some critical strike. But Mastery makes both things good, you know, single target and AoE, because it makes the Empyrean Hammers chunky, and it helps everything else in your kit. Gotta find a good balance between those stats. Really, they should be spinning all the time, unless you're dropping them, you know. If they go away, obviously you don't see them. Ah, thanks, Bobby SD, man. Oh, I got the, what you call it? The Reverb Radio. One of the trinkets from the raid. It's not good, you know, it's just a decent trinket. I don't use it. It's in my bags. A friend got the Eye of Kazan and another friend got the House of Cards. So jealous. Eden, I think around 25% is a good starting point. Try to get your haste up to there so you can just keep spamming and keeping your Divine Hammers up. Oh yeah, maybe you have some settings lowered, but normally no, that couldn't be because the game always shows you your own spells. Yeah, the game always shows you your own spells. So I can't get in the game, sadly. It's still connecting. Unfortunate day to be streaming. I think I'll be back later, guys. I don't want to keep not streaming today, so I'll probably be back very late Eastern time. If not tomorrow. Hopefully there's no issues with the game and we can play it. You got House of Cards on your red and Eye on your Demon Hunter. Oh, DK. That's extremely lucky. You gotta go buy like a lottery ticket or something, man. Domino, it depends really on the dungeon that you're playing and the people you're playing with, you know. also how the tank is pulling. There's a lot of variables that they're going to happen, you know. If you want to know like a basic simulation of a full dungeon, that can give you an idea of how much you should pull in for, how much damage you should be doing for each one. I have a video on the channel that shows you how to do that, you know, full dungeon simulation, so you can see how much you should be doing on average. I'll link the video here now that we can't play the game. Let me find it. It is an oldie, but still works, and I updated some of the add-ons that you need. Just let me find it. Okay, this is the link to my video for the full dungeon simulations, and that's going to help you, you know, just watch the video, pick the dungeon route that you think tanks are going to be using, and do what I do in the simulation. Is going to give you a decent idea of what your damage should be for that dungeon. The only dungeon I see that it's not working on is Priori. I don't know why, but the simulation has a problem with Charlemagne, the mini boss. So every other dungeon it's working, that's just not Priori at District Flame. I hope it does, Domino. I hope it does, man. Always here to help also. Someone gave you the Eye of Kazan in Champion, so I got that. Nice, nice. For Raid, the Eye of Kazan is biz. It's just really, really strong. And for Mythic Plus, it can also be like bad, because if you drop your stacks, it takes like 3 minutes to stack up. So in those 3 minutes, you probably are going to do 3 packs of mobs, and you're playing with 1 less trinket, you know? Oh, I'm happy you saw the blog, Johan Anderson. I have to update the blog. I have so much things to put there. Yeah, you gotta put your what you call it? Your spell queue window. It's around 100 more than your base ping, and it's going to be comfortable. Oh yeah, by the way guys, there's also a thing that's called spell queue window. It's set normally baseline 400 for as Blizzard puts it, and that's going to make your key presses a bit like sticky, so it feels like very sluggish to play. I made a block, you know, and there I have some instruction on how to change the spell queue. So normally that should be around 100 more than your base ping, and that's going to make your rotation a lot smoother, especially when we have a lot of haste. You're going to feel that. Nice, Johan, nice. I bet it feels like a lot smoother. Okay guys, I think I'm going to end the stream there. So as I said before, I think I'm going to be back either today at very late Eastern time, around like 12 to 1 a.m. I'm gonna be there for like 4 hours, or if not, I'll be back tomorrow in the afternoon, like 3 to 4 Eastern time, you know. Oh, Grandmaster Yoda, okay, before I go, yeah, so there's a thing called spell queue window, which is lag tolerance between the presses of your keys and when the action happens. Normally Blizzard sets that at 400, which is good, but once you get to higher levels of haste, it's going to make your key presses feel sticky, you know, a bit sluggish. When you press it, the thing doesn't go off because you have too much haste, so it's like you're tripping on your own spells. So to fix that, there's like a blog post that I linked in most of my videos that you can go and check it how to change that. Normally a good value is 100 plus your ping, your world MS. I do have also some macros there in the description of my video for Alastar, you know, you can check those out. Most of them are very simple, you know, mouse over macros, so you can use your utility. To be honest, there's not many macros for offensive purposes. There's one for Final Reckoning, so it allows you to put it on your mouse over as well. I do like to put it on myself though, you know, just around me. It's a lot easier to control, because sometimes you use mouse over and you could put it like on the roof or something. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, I have those macros also on my channel. You can check them and find them. Okay guys, I'm gonna end the stream there. Thanks everyone for watching. Sadly that Blizzard servers didn't survive, you know, but I'll be back later, if not tomorrow. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a great day. Oh, Eden, I'll link it in a second before I go. I know I already said goodbye, but I want to help you. Okay, that's the blog. So go there and it's going to show you some information about spell queue windows so you can change you. Okay guys, now I'm leaving. Have a great day.